I will not forget who I am. Don't let Western influence remove all that, because technology is here. Use it to the advantage. Use technology to protect our identity, our language, and our culture. Use the positive things about Western influence to protect what we own. Don't be dependent on it and completely forget about who you are or who I am. What to me, myth means 4,000 years ago. In that span of 4,000 years, our people were colonized approximately about 300 to 400 years within that 4,000 years. And it was consistently colonized. And throughout that colonization, a lot of changes occurred, not only in the lifestyles and the culture, but also in the dancing now. When the missionaries arrived, dancing was taboo. So that was the aspect of the Chamorro culture that was completely genocide. It was not practiced, and then eventually when it started to surface, the dancing became the adaptation of our colonizers. So my grandparents, my great-grandparents, they had no concept of ancient dancing. Their concept basically was the Bailan Batsu, the Bailan Sotis, the Bailan Haiguas, the Punta Tacon, and then also the American era, which is the cha-cha, the jitterbug. So those were very vivid in their memories. And those were dances that they taught me, and I learned. They celebrated birth, they celebrated harvesting, they celebrated all things that make a civilization flourish. And in that celebration, they chanted, they sang, and they danced. And the people that recorded our people felt to write about that. So for the past 33 years of my life, I dedicated myself to resurfacing that aspect, not authenticating it. Okay, I wanted to reestablish that aspect of the Chamorro life, because Magellan didn't bring the Chamorro people here, and Pauly San Vittorius did not bring the Chamorro people here. We discovered Guam. The Chamorro people discovered Guam, not Magellan, not Pauly San Vittorius. They came to us. They discovered us. So when they genocide that aspect of the Chamorro culture, it was gone. So what I did was, through research, through reconnection with Micronesia and the Asian countries and our ancestral origins of the Austronesian tribes in Taiwan, I started to reestablish, chanting, dances that will represent our people in the ancient aspect of our existence. And also, I did the Spanish and I did modern, because that's all part of us now. That is our history. Then we can say that is ours too, even though it came from somebody else. But it's ours now for the time being. In a nutshell, that is basically what transpired in the history of the Chamorro people pertaining to the dance aspect of the Chamorro identity. Because of all the Western influences that are bombarding our Pacific Islanders, we are losing our language. We are losing our culture. We are losing a lot of the aspects that make us indigenous people, okay? So the FESPAC's mission was to protect that. And that's why every 4 years, we gather as Pacific Island nations, not to compete against each other, but to share the importance of the identity of who we are. I'm a Chamorro living in an American society. I am not an American living in a Chamorro society. Okay? This is Guam. This is my island. My ancestors are Chamorro. Okay? Whether I'm part Spanish or whatever, I still link myself to my ancestors 4,000 years ago. And granted, yes, America, USA is here, and we fly the flag, and the Spanish were here. I will not forget who I am. Okay? I will not stop speaking my language. And that's what FESPAC is all about, is to let the indigenous people understand that you're unique, you're beautiful, you're important. Don't let Western influence remove all that, because technology is here. Use it to the advantage. Use technology to protect our identity, our language, and our culture. Use the positive things about Western influence to protect what we own. Don't be dependent on it and completely forget about who you are or who I am. That's the importance of this.